Hello, you're very welcome back to another video. Lads, this week, again, we're talking about depression and talking about different ways that we can look at depression, or different ways we can look at treating depression, or treating anxiety, or treating any sort of mental health issue you might currently have. So, if you take your standard week, now I know some people work weekends and all that, but for the purposes of this, right, you work Monday to Friday, you have Saturday and Sunday off, okay? So Monday to Friday, you're flat out. It's crazy. You have to get up. You have to have breakfast. If you have kids, you have to try and get them started. Go to school. Get to work. Do your fucking 8-hour day. Then come home. Then you have to cook dinner. Then you have to do all the washing. Do a bit of cleaning. Whatever. You don't get to sit down until fucking 8, 9 o'clock. You're wrecked. You go to bed. Get up the following day. Do it again. Right? Then some evenings, you might have to go to the gym. You might have a class to go to. You might have a talk to go to. You might have to take the kids to soccer training. You might have to, take her father to the hospital. Whatever it might be. The week is generally, Monday to Friday is generally fucking manic, right? Saturday then is normally the day that we try and get a few bits done. So you might try and do the food shopping. You might go and see someone. You still have different plans. You might go do into Limerick or into the city and do a bit of food shopping or a bit of clothes shopping. Or you might, Saturday is normally the day that you plan things. And then Saturday evening is the evening for most people where you go out, you have your few drinks. Sunday seems to be the lazy day, or the day where you take it handy, or you chill out, or you try and, you'll tell the kids to go out and play in the yard. You might sit down, you might catch up on your programs, you might listen to a podcast, you might still do a bit of cleaning and all that, yes, but Sunday has the general perception of a kind of a chiller, calmer day. Okay? Now you're probably thinking, Horse, what the fuck are you rambling on about now? What relevance does this have to your mental health? Well, bear with me and I'll tell you. So, when you look at your mental health, if you've been depressed and you want it fixed or sorted or whatever terminology you might use, you want it done like that. Like that. That's what I was doing. I was going to counselling every couple of months and getting a quick fix. I was talking about the issues that I had at the time, but I wasn't fully sorting the underlying issue. The underlying issue being I wasn't dealing with the mental health in the right way. Yes, I was talking about the issues I had at that time, be it college or a relationship or my job or whatever it was. But the reason why the depression kept coming back was because I wasn't learning how to live with it and how to deal with it in the right way. So if you're one of these people who you're going through a bit of stuff and you're like, right, I need it fixed right now. You're treating your depression like it's a day in the middle of the week where you're flat out and you're crazy busy and it's just something that has to get sorted right now. And you need to get it, you can't be depressed anymore and that's it. You need it done. I'm sick of this. I need to get it sorted. I need to be fine. But unfortunately, lads, that's not how it works. Yes, you might get the quick fix and you might go to the counsellor and you might talk about it, what's going on at the time. But it's going to come back because you haven't got to the root of the problem. 9 times out of 10, I would like to think that the issue is that you're not learning how to handle having depression. You need to treat your depression like it's a Sunday. You need to have a calm, collected, chill approach. What I mean by that is, and I've said it multiple times and I'm going to keep saying it until I'm fucking blue in the face, lads. It's about the smallest steps. If you're stuck in a rut and you're struggling with your mental health and you're struggling to even get out of bed, there's no point in you sitting down one evening and be like, right, that's it, I'm done. Tomorrow I'm getting up, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to eat 3 meals a day. I'm going to do a lot of writing and a lot of journaling. I'm going to get it all sorted. I'm going to go to the counsellor. I'm going to talk about everything. Whoa, no. Relax. You've already set yourself 5 or 6 different things that you haven't done the previous day or the previous days or previous weeks. You've made this task of having a better relationship with your mental health this huge thing. That this is a nearly impossible thing. So when you attempt the following day to do all those things that you've set out, that in your head is, yes, that's how I'm going to fix it, that's how I'm going to get sorted, you're not going to make all those things, especially if you've gone from not doing any of them You're not going to get all those things in the day. And all you're going to do then is you have found another excuse to beat yourself up and to be hard on yourself. You need to treat it like a Sunday. You say, tomorrow, I might try and get up on my first alarm. Or even I might just snooze once instead of snoozing 3 or 4 times. Or tomorrow I'm going to try and make more of an effort to just drink some more water. Or tomorrow I'm going to make more of an effort to maybe have 2 meals instead of just having 1. Or tomorrow I might try and maybe find 5 minutes at the end of the day to just do a bit of journaling. You do one of the things. You don't do all the things, because it's impossible to go from 0 to 100. You know, people are trying to go fucking like that when it's a gradual thing. Then say you do one of those things. Say you do the 5 minutes of journaling. You say, okay, I've done that today. Tomorrow I'm going to try and do the exact same thing. And maybe as well, I might try and drink some more water. But definitely, I'm going to try the journaling again for 5 minutes. And then you slowly introduce. For a couple of reasons. One, if you're slowly introducing, and then on one day you have a bad day again, and you don't do it, you haven't fallen that far in your own head. You're not going, oh my God, everything I've just done has fallen to shit, and it was completely pointless. You've just had a bad day, and it's not that big of a jump to then go back to where you were, because all it is 5 minutes of journaling, drinking a little bit of extra water, getting up after snoozing only once. You know, I think sometimes when we have depression, our brain is almost wired to be against us, and it's a case of telling your brain, or telling that voice, to fuck off. That I know what I'm doing, I'm capable of doing this. He has a little niggling voice just saying shit to you, fucking like, you're useless, you're ugly, you can't do anything, right? So if, for example, you were walking down the road with your best friend, or you're walking down the road with your grandmother, say your grandmother or your grandfather, and someone walks up, some complete stranger, you've no idea who they are, they don't know who you are, they walk up to your grandfather or your grandmother and they start saying, you're stupid, you're ugly, you've no idea what you're doing in your life. What would you do? The first thing you do is tell that stranger to fuck off. So why don't we do that to the voice in our head, or that little niggling little depression fucker? You know, it's about changing the perspective. It's about realizing that it's a slow walk, and it does take a lot of time to get to a point where your mental health is fucking solid. But you can get there. But it literally is baby steps. Speaking of babies, if you had a baby, you're not going to be expecting the baby to be walking and talking within a week. So if you've had a few weeks of literally being in bed and doing nothing and struggling, how are you expected to get up and walk and talk and eat and live? You know, we're, as a society, as a group, and by group I mean humans, we're ridiculously hard on ourselves constantly. We always think we can do better. We're never happy with what we've done. You need to stop, lads. You need to take a second and be like, hold on a second now. I'm only fucking human. There's only so much I can do. I've had a lot going on. I'm now in a spot where I want to try and improve my situation. So I'm going to start taking small steps. It's all about the small steps, lads. So there you go, lads. You need to treat your depression like a Sunday. Not like a day in the middle of the week where you're fucking flat out. It's like anything. If you put the time into it, you will improve. If you're shit at soccer and you spend loads of time practicing soccer, you will get better at soccer. If you're shit at guitar or can't play guitar, you start practicing, you will get better. Your mental health is no different. Practice and consistency and taking it fucking handy, taking it easy, and not being ridiculously hard on yourself. And more importantly than anything else I've just said, mind yourselves. Hello, how are you doing? Today's Thursday, lads, which is odd because I'm off work and normally you work with. What the? When the fuck was that? Hello. I just hit puberty in the middle of a fucking sentence. Easy going Sunday, where all you're doing is you're going for a walk on the beach and you get an all 99 and you're